How's it going, guys? RealRadman here, back at it again with another video. And yes, we are finally back on F1. Now, you do notice, to some of you that have already seen the series, this is round 14. I lost footage to the previous 3 or 4 rounds. I think it was 3 rounds, so I'm really sorry about that. But this is just catching you up on that. Is basically nothing really happened, honestly. I think we finished in the points maybe, I think maybe twice, and then the other race maybe 11th place. It was really, nothing really happened. There's no big swings in the standings. We're still 7th. You can see on your left side, though, that Ferrari heading into Monza have upgraded their car big time. They have 3 upgrades in there, and now they are pretty good in terms of the upgrades, and they're very close to Red Bull and Mercedes. We were 5th, and now we have dropped back down because Force India has overtaken us. Now let's go to R&D. Track acclimatization, if you guys remember this. Very simple, just make sure you hit the gates, and that was done. Not a big problem there. We got all 50 points that was needed there. From track acclimatization, we went to the tire management test, which was pretty good. Nothing really surprising in the tire management test. We were on pace most of the time, and tire wear was pretty good. And on the last lap, I actually had to hit a purple lap to get the purple score. So we were able to clutch it there, get in the purple score, hit the target lap time, and get the full 50 points on tire management. Yes. Now, from tire management, we went to the qualifying test, and this was interesting because we were like 6 or 7 tenths up on our target time, but we still wasn't. We weren't on our purple time, which is even better than our target time. We were 7 tenths faster than the green time, so it doesn't make sense there. But we were not able to get the purple score. We went to R&D and then upgraded the engine because we had enough resource points. So that will be coming in either for Singapore or the race after that. You saw the qualifying goals. You had to qualify at least 11th, which is actually a little bit higher than previous goals because, well, other teams passed us simply, and that was that. In my first qualifying lap, Jensen Button got in the way, and that was very frustrating because that was a pretty good lap up to that point. And then it just kind of fell off from there. So that was the lap time for the first lap. I decided to run another lap, and it was about 2 tenths quicker. So it was pretty good. And then it said I saw Raikkonen and Rosberg above me, and I was like, all right, that's probably a pretty good lap time. We skipped time ahead to around 5 minutes left in the session. You see that we dropped down to basically where I think we would have been. And then we move on to our second run. Now, during the second run, I heard my engineer say I was slower than Grosjean, and I checked, and Grosjean was actually 3rd. So Grosjean was 3rd while I was on this lap. This was the flying lap, and this was a really good lap. I did not think I could get a better lap than this. Coming through the last corner, we hit it perfectly. This was one lap. I wanted to make sure for the race that we didn't have too much tire wear there. So one lap, where do we end up? We end up P3, and we finish 1 spot ahead of our teammate Grosjean, so that was the goal. And I was honestly very surprised. I thought we would qualify maybe 10th or 11th, but no, both Haas cars up in the top 5, 3rd and 4th. It was a really good qualifying session for us, and I was very surprised. I was very surprised by that, and it's something that I wasn't really expecting. Race goals, you see them right there. Beat Ricardo, beat Grosjean, finish at the required position, which I think was possible. And look out the window and you see rain. That's how I knew that this race was going to be interesting.
It's race day here in Italy once again. Monza, home to so many records. The smallest winning margin, for example. Do you remember in 1971, Peter Gethin beat Ronnie Peterson to the line by 1/100th of a second. There were 40 overtakes for the lead alone in 1965, and Kimi Raikkonen clocked a record top speed of 230 miles per hour here, just over a decade ago. So there's a lot to live up to then for all of our drivers today. With top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, few places can hope to touch Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, well, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action.
As you say, it's a very small piece of track when you have more than just one car trying to go through it. The actual run down towards the chicane is quite wide, so off the start, we'll often see drivers running 2 or maybe 3 abreast as they come up towards the braking zone. Everyone wants to brake late, of course, to win track position, and that tends to be where we see a lot of contact. And you'll see the more experienced drivers kind of hang back a little into here and focus more on picking up the pieces from other people's incidents.
side by side into the Rettifilio, but don't brake too late on these cold tyres or you will hit someone.
Alright guys, now we are on the live comm, and welcome back. Welcome back to the American Dream. I know a lot of you have been asking for it, and I finally found the time, and here we go. So, I wasn't expecting the rain. I thought we were in Italy, as you guys saw during the practice and the qualifying sessions. I don't like checking the weather before sessions. I just want to see like what happens. So I didn't know that it was going to rain. And yeah, so now it's raining, which should help us actually. I know this game has been patched a little bit, so I don't know if they made it a little bit harder to be fast in the rain, but we'll see. We have a one-stop strategy. So it's going to be an interesting race, honestly. It looks like it's going to rain the entire time. Looks like it might go light in the middle, but it looks like it'll be raining the entire race. So, nothing really to do in terms of strategy. I mean, we're going to be pitting, and then we're going to go on our way. Let's start the formation lap. Excuse me. Just ate lunch. Alright, so start the formation lap, and I actually haven't raced in the rain on this game in a while, so
To temperature on this lap. So go through them all if you can.
So basically the start of this race is going to be, I'm going to have to be very careful. This isn't just any type of rain. This is very, very heavy rain, as you guys can see. This is pretty drastic right now. And when I've been practicing, I haven't played this game in like 3 weeks. So when I started practicing, I was practicing in dry weather at this track only. And I was in the Mercedes. And then when I went to the practice and the qualifying session in career, the car is a little bit different, but the rain, I've not been in the rain. So I know we can be fast. I just have to make sure I don't make any mistakes, back up my braking markers by a good amount, and just see what we can do. Alright guys, so we have gotten into our grid spot. Obviously for Haas F1 we have had a... Thank you, engineer. We have had a amazing qualifying session with Grosjean right there behind us in 4th, Hamilton in 5th. So Vettel is in 6th, and it's gonna be, this one's gonna be hectic. It's gonna be very, very hectic. I have no idea what to expect. We just have to be very careful on this first couple of laps so I can get a feel for the rain, see how it is, and then we will go on our way. Oh my god, this is a slow start. Slow start. Don't spin the tires. Alright, now we're full throttle. Let's go. Wow, getting into turn 1 was absolutely true. There is a... Wow! There is just a complete stop into turn 1. And there's the virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car is deployed. Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we'll risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
I saw that there was a huge pile up, which was kind of crazy. Alright, let's take the delta down. Get the delta down. Come on. There we go. Just a huge pile up in a turn 1. Don't know what happened there. But guys, this rain is very heavy, so not a surprise. Alright, back to green flag racing, but I drove it in very deep in a turn 1 and almost wrecked the thing, but was able to hold on to it. Alright, we're in the lead. Time to take it nice and easy. I mean, it is so wet. Oh my. That last corner is going to be absolute hell in this kind of weather. Hamilton's in 2nd, Rosberg failing like usual, so not a surprise. Got back up my braking marker big time heading into turn 1, so we could just get through here. And then very easy on the gas.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
Alright, so 20 minutes of heavy rain, so I'm kind of happy to hear that, but then again, this is really hard, so that's why I'm not talking a lot, guys. Just trying to stay focused. Hamilton is catching up, and so is Rosberg and Vettel, so it's gonna be a 4-way battle here soon, and I'm just trying to keep this thing on track.
So you have some in hand to run a faster engine mode for a bit.
Rosberg got the worst out of that somehow. Rosberg goes back to P4. Hamilton back to second. And that was very aggressive on our part. I kind of feel bad, but it's okay. We're back in the lead. Right now we are holding a gap from Hamilton. He's closing in a little bit per lap, but not that much. So the gap is 1.7. It was 2.1 at the line. So we still have a pretty decent lead. Not a big worry. I'm very glad with the pace of the car right now in the rain. Rosberg has fell back in a little bit in P4. It's just going to be Vettel, Hamilton, and me basically for the entire race. Since there is only one pit stop, the pit stops aren't going to really determine that much of the race. There's not 2 or 3 pit stops, so no strategy either. Since it's going to stay heavy rain, you're going to have to go on the wet tires no matter what. So it's still 1.7, and we are still good. Whenever I try to push just a little bit harder, I start making mistakes, so that is not an option. And here comes Hamilton. Bottas is out of the race, but that's not really our worry right now. Oh,
the safety car is out. We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Alright, so a lot happening. No, we don't have to pit. We're gonna keep it. Why make it 2 stops? There's no reason to. So, okay, safety car is out for the Bottas incident, and,
approaching the safety car, you're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
Yep, I will. Grosjean is in the pits. Thank you, engineer. Grosjean is in the pits. Hamilton, Vettel, they didn't pit, so that's why I was looking back. I wanted to see if they would pit. They did not pit. I'm not gonna pit. We're just gonna wait till the safety car goes green again. There's no reason to make it 2 stops. No reason whatsoever. So until we get to our window, I'm not pitting. So that's lap 13. And yeah, we just kind of wait from here. See what the safety car does. See basically where everyone's going to be. Also, I'm going to keep looking behind me to see if Hamilton and Vettel will pit. If not, then we're going to have to pit in about 4 or 5 laps. And then see where the race goes. This is a nice, interesting twist in here. You can see Hamilton has stayed out along with Vettel and all these guys, so we are all in the same strategy here, which I like. And yeah, when we get back going green, it's going to be a very fun race. Anyone know what happened to Hamilton? Hold on one second. Where's Hamilton? How did Hamilton drop to 9th? He was What? Okay, now I'm confused, guys. I don't know what happened there. Because I was just riding around, nothing going on. Yeah, okay. Thank you, engineer. Nothing was going on, and then I look behind me and I see Vettel and not Hamilton, so I was thinking he couldn't have pitted because we weren't even near pit road, so somehow Hamilton's dropped back to P9. I don't know how, but yeah, that's happened, so another very interesting twist in this race. Vettel stays out. So now it looks like it's going to be Vettel and Verstappen who are my main rivals, because Rosberg has pitted. He's in 7th. And then, let's see, Vettel and Verstappen. Hamilton's in 9th without pitting, so wow.
Okay, the safety car is coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car is in the pit lane.
Alright, so safety car is coming in, which means we're not pitting. So let's see how this goes. How to get a good run coming out of there.
We'll give you full wets in the next pit window, opening in 2 laps, full wets in 2 laps.
Complete chaos. That's all that was. Raikkonen on my outside, Verstappen on my inside. We're under braking going 3 wide for some reason into turn 1 in heavy rain. Don't know why. And that's what happens. Just absolute chaos. Oh my goodness. I have no idea what's going on. I was paying attention to the map right when we started because there was a gap between like 7th and 8th. There's a huge gap. I don't know what was going on. Look at the mayhem going on back there. They were going 3 wide into turn 1 again. These guys are crazy. Okay, I might stay out for a couple more laps just for this clean air and clean track. You don't want to get in traffic in this rain, so might stay out a little bit longer, but the pit window is open now, so it all depends on how much time can we make up right now. There go the AI into the pits, and there's a collision back there. Yellow flag is out. There's a collision. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. Daniel Ricciardo, our rival, out of the race because of an accident heading in a pit road. Possible safety car? Nope, no safety car. Interesting. Alright, here we come. Okay, so hopefully the pit crew gives us a good stop. Rosberg, I think we might have lost this race because Rosberg pitted and that safety car lasted longer than I thought. That's the only thing I'm really worried about is Rosberg and our teammate Grosjean because they have already pitted. So I don't know. I need them to pit again. We come out in front of Massa. We come out in front of Vettel, Raikkonen. Come out in front of a lot of guys that already pitted. So that's good. Now I'm kind of worried about our teammate and Rosberg. If they have to pit again, hopefully they do. If not, then yeah, we lost this race. Oh, Grosjean's in the pits. Does that mean is Rosberg in the pits? Let's see where we end up. Yes, Rosberg is in the pits. We are now P2 behind Hulkenberg, so alright. Thing is, we have a very fast Vettel behind us. We got an angry Vettel, a fast Vettel, and he wants to win the race after Ferrari have really upgraded their cars. They had 3 upgrades into their cars heading into their home race, so I know Vettel wants to win for Ferrari in Monza for Maranello. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, Hulkenberg pits, and now Vettel on our inside. Gotta put it up in a rich. We have to fight him. Oh boy, an American team trying to spoil the Italians' dream. In the American dream. That's a lot of dreams and a lot of Americans and a lot of Italians. How did he drive it in that deep? Oh my. Oh, this is gonna be a fantastic battle, I can already tell. I have no idea how long I can hold these guys off. Oh my god, Massa, 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 you hit me! Massa hit me! Oh my god. That was by far the closest moment of the race. Massa hit me in the back. I don't know if he has damage, I think he does. But he was trying to go 3 wide, trying to be very aggressive, and he just nailed me right in the back. Somehow we did not wreck, and we gained more room from Vettel. This is an amazing race. I lose so much time in Sector 2 that Vettel gets back up to me. And then by the time we get to the front straightaway, he's there as well. So this is going to be an every lap situation from here on out. It's going to be very intense. Sorry again for not talking a lot, but really trying to stay focused here. Very treacherous out here in heavy rain. And then I have a very hungry Ferrari at their home track trying to win the race with 3 upgrades in their car too. So yeah, kind of scared. Oh, the dreaded Sector 2. Alright, good thing Vettel did not really get a run on us there. Let's see what he does here. Oh, thank God for Verstappen. Alright, we have breathing room for maybe another lap before Vettel comes back and attacks us. Rosberg is now in second. Now Vettel, they're having... Those guys are having a great battle back there, but now we've pulled out to almost a 4-second lead. Oh my goodness. With only 3 laps left. No, did I say 4 seconds? Now it's 1.5. Oh boy. Come on, Vettel. Fight him. Yeah. I want you two to fight heading into turn 1. Good job. Good job. If they continue to fight for position back there, we're going to pull away. There we go again. Oh my goodness, guys. I think we might just do it. We're coming to the white flag here, last lap, but Rosberg is way behind. Verstappen looks like he's gotten by Vettel as well. And here we come to the last lap of the Italian Grand Prix. And we have a 2.6 second lead. No mistakes, and I think we can win this thing. Completely bottled that. I'm being very, very careful on this last lap. Just want to make sure we bring her home. Only a couple more corners left. Welcome back to the American Dream, baby. We get the win at the Italian Grand Prix. What a... wow, what a race to come back to.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Haas picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing Grand Prix.
Spray the champagne. Spray it. What a... wow. Cannot have asked for that to get any better. The one who saw the rain at the start of the race, I knew it was probably going to be a good one. The battle with Vettel was amazing. And, oh my goodness. Alright, let me take my headphones out here so I don't have to hear good old the guys talking. Wow, what a race, what a race. Rosberg, the 2 stops almost worked, actually. He was definitely faster there at the end. Vettel drops down to 4th. Grosjean, he's 5th. A great run for Haas F1. We win the race. Hamilton, I don't know where Hamilton's in 20th. He had 2 stops. I don't know what happened to him on that safety car. That's something that's very interesting. Red Bull with Ricciardo, he DNF'd heading into the first set of pit stops. Bottas, he DNF'd earlier in the race for the first, I think, virtual safety car. And then, yeah, what a race. What a race. Let's advance here, and we go up to P5 in the driver's standings. I cannot ask for anything better than that. We're ahead of both Red Bulls in our first season, and that's just, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. I'm kind of sorry that I don't have the footage of, like, the previous 3 races, but we don't, I mean, nothing really happened. We just kind of maintained in 7th, and coming back to the game and coming back to the American Dream, and we win the race. And wow. Constructor standings, we're in P4. That's basically where we're gonna be. I don't know, Grosjean is gonna have a hell of the end of the season if we want to be able to catch Red Bull, which I don't think we will. I think we might end up 4th for the constructor standings, as long as we keep Williams away from us. And yeah, man, what a race. What a race, man. What a race. Okay, so that will do it for this episode of the American Dream. Welcome back to it. We're waiting on the engine power to come in, and then I think just doing fuel to increase the fuel efficiency, we might want to improve that as well. Actually, yeah, we might want to. So before I end this episode, let's just quickly improve the fuel efficiency. And then that should come in next race. Engine power should come in, I don't know, race after that. I don't know. But we'll see. Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, they're at the top. We were overtaken by Force India and Williams. We were actually the 4th fastest car, and then the guys just completely upgraded the shit out of their cars. So if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, guys, that was an amazing race. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.
That's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be